right, people. I hope you all trick or treat was fine. I know. I I put a table out on the street to keep the little rascals from coming up and hitting on my door and hitting my doorbell and everything for their trick or treat. So I just put a table out there and put a whole big thing of candle jack o' lanterns, plastic ones out there, and I filled about three of them up with candy. And I went back out at 9 o'clock when it was dark outside. And those little rascals, I don't know what the heck happened, but almost all the candy was gone. I didn't see them. I don't know what the heck happened, but all the candy was gone.
They were taking handfuls.
They took that candy. I don't know. I'd almost bet that some of them probably just dumped the thing over in their bag and everything. But that's good. They kept me from having a sugar rush because I was contemplating getting a few of those Snickers and the little small Snickers and the Kit Kats and stuff and eating them myself and taste them. Give me a sugar rush, but I'll be in trouble. Oh man! But I hope everybody enjoyed themselves yesterday and stuff. And Ted, I really don't want to talk about this particular subject and stuff now because it's hurting. I really don't. I don't like to see our children and stuff being used as pawns and stuff and everything. And they do not do our children like this, people. Let them have their food stamps and everything. Some of them, even though they're getting food stamps and stuff, they may not get all of the benefits and stuff because the parents might be cheating a little bit and buying other stuff with it, but at least they're getting something and stuff from it. So,
Yeah.
and
There's a lot of fraudulent stuff going on out there. There's no question about that.
it is, and I hate these news outlet people. If you all are looking at ABC, NBC, and CBS and all those conservative right wings and stuff now because they're getting almost like Fox now. They're not there yet, but they're getting like them. And NBC did something that they put on to YouTube or one of their streaming thing about it, and they were talking about the food stamps. And for some reason or another, everybody that they interviewed was black. Yeah, some lady from Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, had her children down there, all the children she had, and had people and stuff from different parts of the country. But for some reason or another, everybody that they spoke about was black. But we know specifically and stuff here that over half of the people who are on food stamps men are white. They're not black people. So we're getting biased coverage here and everything from these folks out here and everything. And we need to know that by them putting these black folks on there and denigrating the food stamp system and SNAP or whatever you want to call it, they're not telling the whole truth. And they should also let folks know that there are a lot of white people and in these red states who are on food stamps. Because if they weren't, you wouldn't be seeing the U.S. Senator from Missouri upset because the Trump administration and everything is cutting off these SNAP funds. He got a lot of people in the state, and a whole lot of black folks in Missouri people outside of those Kansas City or St. Louis. Everything in the middle is white folks.
Yep. That's the truth.
And old Josh come on there. He he's a snake in the grass, but he come on there and stuff, and he gave a scathing review and stuff with the Trump administration about them food stamps. So there got to be a lot of his constituents and stuff there in the state of Missouri and stuff who on food stamps. So kind of upset me. Uh, One other thing that I wanted to bring up before you get started, Ted. I watched the lemon drop on Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. And you know who the lemon drop is, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, for you people out there who don't know, it's Don Lemon. He calls his show now the Lemon Drop. Anyway, he did something that I thought was very good. He had a show and he brought on a cattle farmer from Missouri, another farmer and stuff from Indiana, another farmer from uh, Iowa or whatever, and then he had this lady and stuff on. She was a farmer in Minnesota. These are all white people all around him, and the lemon drop sitting in the middle, a little light skinned brother. Anyway, he asked them what they thought about this trade agreement and stuff that Trump was doing and how it was tearing up their farms. And man, Ted, there was some very, very enlightening comments and stuff from these farmers and these folks out there. They gave a rather scathing review and stuff on Donald Trump. One of the guys and stuff is the state representative and everything for the Cattlemen's Association. And another guy, he was a state representative and everything for the soybean farmers and stuff and everything. And man, all of them, man, gave a scathing review and stuff for Trump and what the heck he was doing and that they didn't like it. And there are a lot of people and stuff out there in those real states and everything who is hating that son of a gun right now and regretting and stuff that they had put their votes and stuff out for him. And they capitulated and said about 80 some percent of the farmers and stuff out there and stuff voted for him. And he, Don, for some reason or other, asked them, why your people vote for Donald Trump? And to the person, all of them said that the people that they had talked to knew that he wasn't a good person, but they thought that he was going to do better than what he did, than what he's doing now. And that we, the folks and stuff in the other parts of the country and everything, should not hold a grudge against those farmers and stuff and everything who did vote for him. But there's a lot of them and stuff now. If they had a chance to vote for him and everything, he would not get their damn vote. He would be losing big time right now. And that's probably why when he went to the ASEAN conference and stuff over there in the Southeast Asia, there he was in South Korea, Kosan, or whatever they call that city, and he asked to speak to Yao Xingping from China. And Yao finally capitulated and talked to him and had a trade talk with him. And I don't know if any of you guys saw it and everything, but man, you talking about stepping and fetching and stuff, man. The Donald was doing his big thing, buddy. He was trying to suck on that old boy and stuff real bad and stuff in here. And then he comes back and tells people, yeah, we got a big deal here. They're going to start buying our soybeans. Now, I've been watching that. And what came out of that conference and stuff is that China did say, well, we're going to buy some soybeans. But when you listen to Scott Bassett, he tells the people on Fox News they're going to buy 23 million metric tons of our soybean. Chinese didn't say that.
Nope.
All they said was that they were going to buy some more soybean. They didn't say how much. And the reason why they are just sitting there teetering along and everything is because they got old Donald dangling in the wind here, and he doesn't know it. He done gave them the chips that they wanted to have. to help their AI manufacturing. That's all they wanted from them chips, and to get rid of that tariff that he's talking about putting on them. And they got it. They got rid of those doc fees. Now they don't have to pay any more doc fees. They got everything they wanted. And he ain't got nothing yet.
Nothing signed, bro. Nothing
he
signed.
ain't nothing signed. They said, yep, we're going to renegotiate our rare earth stuff and everything sent out. But we still ain't got. But man, if you listen to Scott Bessett, man, he got everything. We got him. We dogged him out and we did this. Now, Ted, you done went into a meeting with your folks and you supposedly negotiated an agreement. And you're going to come back to your country and sit there and brag about we got everything we wanted. We did this and we did this and we did that. Instead of shutting this goddamn mouth, excuse my French people, and not saying a word. Because now all you gave these folks was some ammunition and stuff to say, well, we can't trust you. Because we didn't say we were going to buy 23 metric tons of soybean. You said that, not us. So when these farmers were sitting down there thinking that they're going to get some orders from China and they don't get it, China already bought all the soybean that they're going to buy for the year, buddy. They already got their orders. They went to Brazil and Argentina and got all the soybean they wanted. And what makes you think that they're going to buy a surplus of our soybean? Especially 23 metric tons. Hell, they ain't gonna spend no $12 billion and stuff out there for some soybeans. They're gonna sit in their daggone granaries and stuff and rot. Because their granaries are probably full. The art of the deal, Ted, we got the best deal maker in the world. He's sitting over here, DJT. People, I don't know.
He's the greatest con man
The greatest con man in the world for the
in the
people who
world.
believe him, but the folks outside this country ain't believing shit that man got to say. That little old woman over there in Japan and tore up his agreement that he done made about 3 months ago. She tore that up. And we ain't doing this. He ain't got no money coming here. South Korea said, we ain't gonna do nothing for him. But he started telling people, we done made a deal. We got the deal going on.
And it's still mess going over there in Gaza.
And they still messing going on in Gaza. He ain't creating nothing. And he wasn't listening to y'all when he was talking and he said what the man said. The man told him to his face. He ain't selling shit. He said it in a nice way. We still got conflict going all around this world. He talking about he done settled eight wars. But the man quietly said, well, we still got conflicts going all around the world. Trump wasn't listening.
Sudan right now, man, they're having a civil war
Hey,
there.
they
There's
having a
all
hell of
kind
a
of craziness going on all over the world.
all over the world. And he started talking that old bull crap.
Well, he likes the uneducated, and a lot of people see certain things that what's the term I want to use? People like to see, the photogenic or the pictures, the visual of things that as though they're really doing something. Their goal was 3,000 undocumented criminals a month or day, I should say. They say that they're doing right at 900,
Mm-hmm.
which is well below the 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
The question is that I'm hearing stories here in Florida. They asking these people to come back. because they ain't got no workers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people ran off and hiding or wherever they went. I don't know. But we don't have no strawberry pickers. We don't have no orange pickers. We don't have no construction workers. All of that, these people have been doing for the last 15 years, 20 years. When you see stuff being built over here in this area, number Latinos, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They doing rules and laying out the wallpaper and not wallpaper, but the what do they call that stuff? Whatever they call that, putting up the walls and all that. But here's the thing, though. This is what I'm thinking. Think about this, though. We are living in the best of times and the worst of times, and I think whenever I look at certain things in this country, we always get better, Ed. We always go through something that's really harsh. Now, is he going to bring us through this? I don't think so. I don't know what's going to happen, but all I know is that it always gets better, no matter what. Now, how it's going to change and where it start turning over, and I think what's going on in my mind is that these people are realizing that although the Democrats are kind of Looney Tunes and they everywhere because they got such a big tent, they for this, they for that, they want this, they want that, they whatever. They know that the Democrats are for the working class and the working poor. Now they may not be all in with those types of people because a lot of them are for the rich just like the rest of them and for the educated. But the point is that they know that their lives are not going to be turmoil. They know this now. With him, it's all turmoil and it's all about himself. They already read him. They finally figured it out that this man is out for himself. They read the headlines. The man that made billions in this cyber coins. He's selling everything under the sun. They see that. His son-in-law got $2 billion. His other sons are doing all kind of stuff. So they know that their family is out for themselves. So I think the American people finally have hit the road and realized that this man is this right here. The people like Reagan, just like him, just like Bush, they realized that these people, but the Democrats, man, they got to come up with a vision. We are now they got our poor former president Obama got him out there working today, speaking in front of all these people, trying to convince them. And he don't deserve to be doing this, but he's doing it because he feels for these people and he wants them to do better. But the American people got to wake up and realize that these Republicans do not care about them. Now, I'm not saying all the Republicans don't care about them, but I'm saying majority of them do not care. All they want is power and control. That's all they
Let,
want. They want power and control.
let me throw something out here at you. I just read yesterday that AOC and Bernie Sanders asked to come down to Virginia and New Jersey to do some rallying and stuff for the Democratic candidates. Guess what they told them? Don't come. They told them, do not come. Why? I don't understand. these two folks are very, very popular, even in red states. They're very
I
popular.
understand. I understand. I understand.
Explain to me then.
Because I'm gonna tell you, and this right here is probably about 60% of the American people. This just my opinion. I'm just throwing. I'm talking about all across boards, conservatives, liberals, all of them. We we classify ourselves as capitalists, but we're probably more socialist than any country in the world. But we want to believe that we are capitalists, which we are because most people, not all people, but most people want their own business. They want to have their own little shop or their own little dream, have their little house and their own little business, whether it's a jewelry shop, a salon. This is what they want. They don't want. They want their own independence. They don't want to be ran by the government. They don't want the government to be in their business. And so, and when you start talking about social democrats, they don't want that, bro. They don't. The thing is, they want stuff to be fair, yeah. But the point is, the Democrats know how to do that. That's what Joe Biden was doing when he was trying to regulate these businesses. He had one of the best person in office to stop all of this this buying and selling and collaborating with these and making mega businesses. And and this woman was doing a thing. I can't think of her name in her office, but she was doing it, and it was working. She was called. She was getting ready to call people a bunch of. She called a bunch of people on the carpet, and they had to pay millions and millions of fines. But the point is that the Democrats have the right way of doing it, but they got to start preaching more to, in my opinion, more about these small businesses. We was talking about that a couple of days ago. They got to start preaching about small businesses.
I'm glad
Kamala
that's
Harris
your.
was preaching the. That's what she was preaching.
I'm glad that that's your opinion. But if these people, if I got somebody, and, and Ted, everybody is not going to agree with everybody's assessment and stuff of what's going on. I remember when Obama had that hell of a thing about his uh, his health care act, his Affordable Health Care Act. And there were people talking about him like a dog. These are the deaf folks. This is this is that. But he had something about him to tell folks that, okay, you folks out there thinking that this is a bad thing and everything. But he asked them, are you on Medicare? Yeah, we on Medicare. Well, that's a socialist program.
Yep,
You on Social Security? Yeah, that's a socialist program.
yep,
So these folks and stuff, AOC and Bernie, yes, they speak of these oligarchs. They speak of all that other stuff and everything, but they are the extreme and stuff to where you are. And you as a candidate, especially governor of these states and stuff and everything, should understand and realize that if you keep telling people we got a big tent, but then you turn around telling your folks and stuff who in your tent, we don't need you over here because you're going to stop these people from voting for me, then you better give up your daggone job and stuff as a governor. You don't need to be a governor if you can't listen to other ideals. And that's what I would be saying to them if when I brought them there. Yes, these people have extreme ideas, But we need the extreme and we need the conservative part of it and everything, and we can come together in the middle and everything and create something for everybody.
Well,
We can bring
ain't nobody
capitalism in.
I'm not disagreeing with you about that part of it. But what I'm trying to tell you is that because you have President Obama, let's face it, man, he's a centralist. He's a moderate. That's what he is, and he will compromise. But the point is, and that's the reason why they prefer him. But the point is that you know, I mean, I'm just gonna say what I feel. I don't know about AOC. I mean, to me, she just got on the carpet. But what I'm saying is Bernie Sanders is all talk and no fluff. I mean, he don't do nothing but talk.
But he got a lot of people who follow him.
He got a lot of people that follow him. There's no question about it because a lot of stuff he's saying is right.
Yep.
Ain't
But
no doubt
he
about
got a
that.
lot of people who follow
What
him,
he's
and
saying
he
is right, and he
right.
called people out. He be calling people out. But the point is that he gets nothing done.
But I'm looking at those people and stuff in New Jersey and Virginia and stuff, and I got a question mark in my mind there when they do not allow these people to come there. And their question is just like I just stated. You have to, as a leader and stuff, you have to accept extreme ideas
They
and
don't
come
want
to
to
the
take that
middle.
shot, Ed.
Yeah,
They don't want to take that shot.
yeah. But but they scared to do that. You cannot be scared, Ted, in this environment. You cannot be afraid to come out and say what you need to say and say, okay, this is what's going to happen here. It's it's behooving to them to do that. And you sit down there playing it safe. Well, I'm gonna play it safe and everything because I want to
I
win. Can't
don't
play
know.
it safe out here
I
because
don't,
there are people in Virginia and stuff and everything, and they may not be a majority of, but there are some people that maybe that 10 or 15% that AOC and Bernie Sanders
oh,
will
I'm not.
bring in,
Hey,
might
I'm
bring
not
you over the
disagreeing
top.
with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that a majority of the Democrats that who's been voting are
Man,
moderate Democrats.
and that could be the reason why we couldn't get Kamala over to happen because everybody's sitting down there scared to come out there and say something, what they're going to be having to say. You open your mouth and say what you got to say, and don't be afraid of it. You cannot be in politics and be afraid to open your mouth and say what you
Yeah,
believe
they
in.
got to say their truth, and they should allow people
Yeah,
because
you got to
what
be
you
there.
just said.
You
We
can't be
are
safe.
the Democrats are a big tent, and they
Big
have to
tent.
let all parties come in and speak. But when you're talking about certain areas, I guess, New Jersey, I don't know a whole lot about New Jersey politics or Virginia's, but the point is that I'm assuming that they're more moderate because they've always been blue, you know. So
Well, they have a strong conservative base of folks and stuff around the southern part of New Jersey. Strong conservative base of folks down there who are Trump people. They Trump people, and you probably ain't gonna never get them to vote for the Democrat. They whole thing is around Trenton, around the Capitol and everything. Where they gonna be getting, where they gonna probably win that, they're gonna stay there. That's the only way they're gonna be able to do it. Be up around those major states up in the northern part of New Jersey and hope that you can outvote them folks there in the South. Now, Virginia, that's a different story. A whole different story. Those are governmental people. Most of them folks in their government, they work for the U.S. government, whether they working for the FBI or whoever, IRS or well, all of them are government folks, and they done lost their jobs. So I do believe that they're probably going to win, but that philosophy of playing it safe and everything, we need. That's probably one of the reasons and stuff and everything why the the Republican polling numbers are low and the Democratic polling numbers are low because And if you ask people and stuff why the Democrat numbers are so low, because most people don't trust them. They do not want to fight for us. And I would almost bet that's why Mandami and stuff and everything is probably going to win the mayoral election there in New York. He got some real wild ideas and everything and stuff and everything, but he going to fight. And that's what Democrats want. Somebody who's going to fight, who's going to stand up and fight. If they may not win, but at least you're going to stand up for me. That's all I got to say about that. Go ahead. Finish up
Well,
what you got to say.
well, the thing is that I'm through with that. I'm changing gears right quick.
Okay, go ahead.
The big news for me, the news of the week, J.P. Morgan
JP Morgan
claimed
Chase?
that, huh?
JP Morgan Chase? Chase Bank?
Found $1 billion.
From
They've been
well, was
laundering
that
money.
JP? I thought that was something another bank who found that. JP Morgan?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking it was another bank. I don't remember seeing JP Morgan in there. I know you're going to talk about this
Laundering money, a
Epstein money.
billion dollars of that boy's
Epstein.
whatever his name is. What's his name?
Epstein.
The pedophile. And
Epstein.
this dude, Epstein, this dude, man, they said that all kind of people contributed to him. They got records and everything. Now here's the thing: people playing it down. The news people are playing it down. They bring it up a little bit, but they just keep it moving. And you know, this money laundering, bro, is some serious stuff. It's some serious stuff. It's money laundering. They're allowing this. You know, Trump received $130 million supposed to be given to the military. That's unheard of. All of this kind of craziness is going on, and the Republicans are allowing all this craziness that's going on. And the thing is how, like I said, everything has to become bad, worse before these people wake up. And the one thing, this is what they do, Ed. I'm gonna tell you what they do. They use us as pawns. They looking. They looking everywhere. That's why you saw, you know, in the food stamp they was over inflating or just over zealously putting black people on, you know, about these snaps, these food stamps. They are looking to blame the black people in something big. You know, they keep on every once in a while, you know, all of a sudden, you know, these HBCUs are being attacked and all of that, you know, claiming gunfire and all that. I think those are paid actors, you know. People do anything for a couple of dollars. And I'm saying that this is their, we are their scapegoat. They keep them hating us so that the other people ahead of them, on top of them, can keep treating everybody like they're treating us. And somehow that's the reason why you have to respect that 92 percenters, black women. They sitting down, standing out the way. They sitting down and standing out the way. And the black men got to do the same thing. Sit down and stand out the way and stay your ass at home, stay out of trouble, get out of the country or whatever you got to do to stay out of trouble.
You know the
Because they,
ironic, yeah. You know the ironic part at the end of what you just said about that was going on and how they had done it. Everybody that NBC that show did put on there talk about food stamp, there wasn't a black man on there. All of them black women.
yeah,
They the ones who were out there working, taking care of their family.
yeah,
Black women.
yeah,
Now they had one white couple on there, but her husband was also around there. But every one of the black folks and stuff, women, we're black women. One lady had 10 children. She was waiting on her food stamp. But there
Yep,
wasn't a man nowhere in sight. A black man nowhere. Where we at, brothers? Them your children too. Where we at, brothers? Those your children too. She didn't create those children by herself, my brothers. She didn't create them by herself. It had to take you to sit down there and do something, or them kids would not be here.
I agree.
You brothers better stand up and start doing something. I don't care what it is. If you ain't got nothing, at least stand up and be seen. I'm gonna try to do my best. You might not be able to get out there and make all the money you can make and everything, but do something. Those are your children.
Yeah, and if she got two or three baby daddies,
Then
hey,
stand up. All
they
three of
need
them need to
they need
stand
to they
up.
need they need to drop off a couple of hundred, $200, $300
That's it. Something.
to help these women.
It's something. Pick the children up. Take them somewhere. Do something with them. Let them have something to look forward to. Well, I ain't working. He ain't left me. I don't want to hear that. You got enough daggone money to go out there and buy your drugs, or buy your cigarettes, or go out there and party on Friday and Saturday. Take that damn money that you partying with and give it to your children. She gonna and the first thing you are, well, I ain't gonna give that woman my money. She gonna just take it and spend it on something else. So what? So what? You gave to them. Now, if your mother and stuff and everything don't want to give to her children and stuff, ain't a whole lot you can do about it. But at least you can say, with the all honesty and the confidence in your heart, that I gave. Okay, whatever I could give. If it ain't nothing but $20 or $50, give it to them. Give them something. Buy some books. I'm sorry, Ted. I
No,
just
no, I feel the same way. Really, because number one, you know, that's been my pet peeve. Since as long as I can remember. You ain't got no business making no babies if you're not gonna take care of them.
I'm not gonna take care of it.
You ain't
He
got no
laid
business.
he laid his butt up there on her and put his seed in her. And then when she come up prep, oh well, that's her fault. She took her protection. Well, damn, you the one that did it. You should have protection too. It ain't all her fault. I'm sorry. I just you
No,
black men out there. I'm sorry.
I perfectly agree to that because I'm a real stickler at that. I mean, I have four kids, and regardless, hey, that was my job, my number one job, take care of my kids
Take care of my kids.
the best I could. I mean, it
Take care of
wasn't
my
perfect,
kids.
but at least it was the best I could do.
Take care of my children. Those are my babies. Not only hers, those are mine.
That's right.
And they didn't
So
ask to be here.
there you go. And that's sad, when a guy, especially, I mean, I can't even say especially a son, but I mean, whether it's a boy or girl, it don't matter because both of them is just important. And so, therefore, you need to be spending time with them. You need to be spending money on them, and you should and also talk to them about disciplining themselves and how to behave.
Mm-hmm. And Ted, it's not, and you guys out there, it's not that you're going to have to do this and sacrifice for your children for the rest of your life. It's only what 18 years out of your life you got to give up to whatever you got to give up for them. After the 18 years old, they grown, they can take care of themselves. Okay, you ain't got to do that after that, but it'll give them those 18 years because you brought them here. Man, I just
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then the thing is that I mean, when you're young, you out there and you just, you out there, you think you're a player, you got 4 or 5 girlfriends and whatever, and you make a mistake the first time, the second time, maybe even the third time. But the point is that, and then now, you know, and it's really heavy on that now. You got to pay that child support. So if you get one woman who files for child support, they're gonna take 25-30% of your salary.
Mm-hmm. Most of them must stop working. Yeah, man, I ain't letting them take my money. I ain't gonna work. I
Instead
ain't
of
gonna
you
let them take
talking
my
to the
money.
woman and say, "Look here, I only make $3,500 a month. That's all I make.
That's it.
So
And
I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna need at least $2,000 for myself or more, maybe 2,500. And I got $500 a month I can give you, or 300. Then that
whatever.
way, and if the
And
kids
give it.
need something, I'll sacrifice, work an extra job, and you let me know ahead of time, I'll do that.
Yeah.
But the
And give
point
it to
is,
them.
yeah,
Give it to them. Make that like you do them damn car note. You got a car note every damn month. Then make them just like a car note. You got to
yeah,
pay that. I got
yeah.
to pay that every month. And then she ain't got to go down there and have a white man to say, "Hey, I need child support." You ain't got to do that. I'm gonna pay my part. I'm gonna look her in the face. I'm gonna pay my part.
And you might be upset because now she got another boyfriend or
It,
whatever and
it don't matter.
all that, but it's still your child. That's
Still
the
your
thing.
child.
So you ignore that part and just, hey, your child. You ain't got no business talking to her about her child, because that's her child too. You just talk to the child and that's it.
That's it. And she
And
got an
she
old
give you
man.
a,
If she you got a woman, why can't she have an old man?
yeah.
Hey, whew, man, my brothers, you guys got to stand up and do something. Stand up and do something. Be an example out there for your little ones. They need some role models other
And
than a
I'm
football
so
player
tired
or
of
a
hearing these
basketball
stories
player.
that I wasn't raised by no daddy. I was only raised by my mama. I'm tired of hearing that story.
And
Tired
then
of
if
hearing that
they
story.
and then if they start to make any money, oh, that's my child. Where the hell were you at when I was struggling to raise them? But all of a sudden now they doing something. Oh, that's my child. Yeah, yeah, I did this for him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You ain't done. You ain't got no business standing up there and saying nothing because you didn't contribute. Anyway, Ted, uh, what else is going on here? Man, there is so much stuff going on out there, man. Oh man, I'm just,
Well,
whew.
I think it's a like I said, it's a paradigm shift that's going on in the country, bro. And I think because of all of these TV channels, they firing people. I understand that Gail on CBS, she got fired. Um, they firing all the executives and everything. So it's a new day as far
It
as
is,
these
it is.
these network companies. And these network companies think, I don't know what they're thinking. They think they're gonna still make money. Ain't nobody gonna be watching their ads. Don't nobody watch them.
They don't care, Ted. They willing to buy these networks, and if they lose money on them, they don't care. They're worth billions of dollars, so they don't care if they lose money on these networks. They don't care. All they want to do is get their word out, get out their propaganda, and whoever's going to get that propaganda out, they don't care. They don't care. And I saw girlfriend and stuff. That kind of surprised me that they thrown off the air. Like her contract is not going to be up until May of next year, but she already know that they're getting ready to throw her off.
Yeah,
But they sitting there saying, well, we might have her to do some work and everything like the other white lady was doing, or whatever her name is, O'Donnell, or somebody that's doing there on their thing. She's gonna do that, but they ain't guaranteed that she's gonna do it. You just saying that and everything to placate these people because you done threw that woman off the air. But she got followers and stuff, so we're gonna placate their followers and stuff. So well, she's gonna do this and she's gonna do that and everything, and knowing damn well you ain't gonna let her do shit. When May is up and everything, you gonna run out the door, give her a little old money and everything, and let her go. She been out there, been serving this daggone station and stuff for all these many years, CBS, Paramount, or wherever they are, and she done a good job.
Well, this is what they're doing, and then I understand that they fired all the black producers too.
Yeah, and they trying to say they trying to keep that quiet. Oh no, that's not racism. That's not racism. Keeping it quiet. Oh man, you see what's going on here with Letitia?
I read a little bit. I understand that she basically there's no case.
They gonna wind up paying girlfriends some money. They gonna wind up paying her some money. She gonna sue them for malicious prosecution. They gonna wind up paying her some money. And everybody on the air, Ted, I'm not kidding. Even some of the conservative folks on the air said, Trump, you messed with you got the wrong one. You messed with the wrong one. You messed with the wrong one. There's a whole lot of them out there you could have messed with, but you done messed with the wrong one. Oh, you done got that black woman pissed at you. And she looked like she evil.
No, she just don't play. She don't
She
play.
don't play. She ain't playing with that mess. You done messed with the wrong one. She got out there and couldn't hardly talk. She was so upset and mad.
She said she don't bend, bro. She don't bend.
I
She
ain't
ain't
been and
bending
I
over.
ain't gonna do nothing. You done messed with the wrong one. And they case has flipped his all get out. And the main people saying that the lady who put the who brought the child finally brought the child is on her. She ain't even the first chair. She she called somebody from outside her district to come to court with her. Cause when nobody in the district go to court with her, cause they know she had screwed up.
That
And
one a
then
little
she
bit
brought
lavish.
them in and sat at the third chair, sat on the end of the damn chair. He said she let them talk, knowing that she screwed up. They getting ready to take up her license to practice law. But I ain't gonna do nothing good because Donald gonna probably give her a job someplace making some money. She ain't worried about it. But because she doing what he said, but they're gonna take her license and they're gonna embarrass her. He's getting ready to embarrass her. She's gonna have to testify. And they said she's a bad witness. She's gonna have to testify. And and they said Letitia she got an attorney and wouldn't let her attorney say shit. Whoever it was just sat there with her and she did all the talking.
What?
Yeah. They said she got up in court and everything, and she had an attorney and stuff with her, and wouldn't let her attorney say nothing. She was the one to open her mouth.
Wow.
And filed two motions against her. And one of them they said is devastating.
Mm.
One of them they said is devastating. They know daggone well, so they ain't never seen that happen before. She pulled that out of her hat. Filed two motions. And that last one she filed, I forgot what the man said it was, but he said, I ain't seen nothing like it. And this man's an attorney. He used to be a federal attorney and stuff and everything in one of them districts and stuff and everything. He said, I ain't never seen anything like that. And she filed that son of a gun. He said, man, that was oh.
She gonna be governor.
I ain't gonna say nothing against it, man, because she win this daggone case here with they said she got a He said that little boy will file that case and they got a snowball chance in hell. And one of the things that she motion that she filed was to get the grand jury testimony. And from what I hear, she lied.
Mm.
She lied to them people in the grand jury.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, so she lied to them people in that grand jury, and they found that stuff out. Girlfriend's in big trouble. Now they probably gonna do anything with it, but they suing the shit out of her ass. She lied in the grand jury. When the judge found that out and everything up, they're gonna throw that case out of court. Now I don't
Well,
know what she did with James Comey, but she lied with Letitia James.
the thing is that all of these people that he's coming after, they said that Bolton might be the one that's in the most trouble.
John Bolton.
Yeah,
Yep.
and Ambassador John Bolton.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he was pretty bold because he don't respect Trump. He think he's a big dummy,
Mm-hmm.
and so he just went on and did what he wanted to do. He's always been that kind of way, kind of bold. And but he's no dummy, so obviously, he got something up his sleeve. Who knows? We don't know. But now Comey, we know he messed up several times. On Trump's side and on Hillary's side. He got himself involved. I have no idea why he did that. I remember I said, why in the hell is he doing that? Releasing all of her emails. It's crazy, bro. So I don't know what he called himself, where he's at. But his daughter,
Well, he's probably gonna win this case and stuff and everything because girlfriend didn't have her shit together. She probably could have won her case and stuff with him if she had known what the hell she was doing. Maybe, but there's some iffy marks and stuff and some timelines in there and stuff, man. They're shaky as all get out. And
well, this
yeah,
DOJ turned you on. I mean, wow, man. I don't know about her, man. I think,
you
well, they ain't gonna mess with her because I don't think they're
no,
gonna
they're
do
not
it.
gonna. Nothing gonna happen to those folks, Ted, until Trump is out of office. When he's out of office and stuff and everything, all of them better start watching their back, depending on what they're gonna do to them. Now they get some weak Democrat in there. You know how Democrats are. Well, we gonna let them go. You know how they are. But you might get somebody like Letitia James in there and everything, and she gonna be dogging them out, buddy. I'm telling you, she ain't letting them get away with nothing. Did you hear what our president said when he was over there in Southeast Asia?
What do you say?
Nobody said anything about it. Our news people haven't said a whole lot about it, but the people over there in Southeast Asia said something about it. He did this shit and everything to threaten Jiao Jinping before they meet. I'm going to ask my Department of Defense and everything to start bringing up nuclear testing.
Yes.
We're going to test nuclear weapons. Well, I didn't think about it and everything until somebody here in the United States said he's the dumbest son of a gun in the world. He don't even know who does the nuclear testing. It ain't the goddamn Department of Defense. It's the Energy Department. They're the wrong damn people. They don't do nothing about no testing of nuclear weapons. The Energy Department is the one that does that. But he did it as a prelude and everything to meet Jiao Jinping. To throw something out there to scare him. We're going to start doing some nuclear testing. He ain't scared Jiao at all. Jiao Jinping looking at him like he's a damn fool. Excuse my French people. Final word, Ted. We about at the end, brother.
Well, my last word is just on that. When you saw that body language of that man, and then you heard what he said, he placated Donald Trump to the max. Donald Trump called himself placating him too, giving him all kind of praises and all that stuff, and he wasn't even moved. And he corrected him about some of the wars that he claimed that he was involved in, Trump, that they said they were involved too. The thing is that this man wants to run the world, and they got their tentacles in everything, everywhere, here in America, in Russia. He got it all over the Latin places now. He's building on that. He's building on in Saudi. They everywhere, bro. Everywhere. So they got, it's not that they got so much money, and they do, but the point is, I think the way he runs that country is crazy. They're not like India. They they are manufacturing geniuses. I know America, because because they don't have any kind of a whole lot of regulations and all that. They deal with chemicals. We don't know exactly what's going on in China, as far as all this stuff. But they have fine tuned making all of these products, and we don't know how many people there is being damaged or what's going on. They're not telling us anything. We don't know nothing what's going on in China. Only thing we know is they have elaborate transportation modes. They got building high rises, all kind of fabulous bridges. They're doing all kind of IT stuff. This is what we know, but we don't know exactly what's happening to their people. That's the question.
And we'll probably never know.
So,
They, they keep
but
a very,
they
very,
are in
very
control of
tight
those
rein.
people.
They keep a very, very tight rein on what
Yeah,
goes
and they
on
got
there
they
in
got
their
they got
country.
they got videos, and they surveilling everybody. Everybody is being videotaped everywhere. So he got these people tight. So, and he's able to control that, his party.
Hmm. They
You know,
have they have very little crime going on there in China.
yeah,
Very little crime. And whatever crime is going on, the government knows about it and they control it.
yep,
And the people there in that country know that they can't do shit because, like you said, they being surveyed all over the place. They got cameras and video crap every nook and cranny in that country. And if there's any violence going on, they know about it and they right there on the spot and they deal with that stuff and everything quick. If anybody screwed up real bad, you was a dead son of a gun within about a week or two. You gonna come up missing. And ain't nobody gonna know where you at, and they better not say a word. Do something wrong, and they know it. So they say, hey, they cut all that stuff out. Oh, yeah, pretty narrow. And the good thing about, I guess, what's going on to it, that probably we can take some of the things that they're doing and emulating stuff into this country is the fact that if you have a business going on there in China and some of the folks in the government likes what you're doing and they pay them, they will back them up 100%. The government will give them money and stuff to build their stuff up.
yeah,
They got money coming to them. We're gonna back you up. If you need some engineers, we're gonna send engineers from any organization you want and send them right in there to fix your problem.
Yep.
That's why you look around in their car plants and stuff, ain't no damn whole lot of people in there walking around. Them machines up in there building them damn cars. And ain't nobody gonna scrum around there and say, well, we ain't got no money. There ain't gonna be no union sitting around there saying, no, 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 if the work environment bad, you done took our job. There ain't nobody gonna say a word. They ain't gonna say a word. Not one word. Whatever they pay them is what they get paid.
You know, the one thing that I appreciate about them, and I know they have a sensation with these blind women, tall blind women. You know, that's the reason why they used to go to Vegas all the time. But they built their own Vegas. They got several cities, major cities. They have their own casinos, and now they don't have to go to Vegas no more.
If
And
they don't
then
want to.
they have already infiltrated. They didn't put a lot of all of those little blonde ladies and all that, those little whatever you want to call them, Gucci mamas. They're over there in China. You don't hear a lot about it, but they over there. That's where the money is.
They take care of it. And they producing their women to do the same daggone thing over there. Hey, we gonna make you a blonde.
That's the truth.
Yeah, they women and stuff are, oh man, they like dolls. Excuse us,
So
ladies. Excuse us, black women. We just speaking the truth here.
yeah, I'm just
Don't y'all
saying.
get
The
excited
thing
now
is,
and censor our show because we talking about them Chinese women. But we telling you the truth. Oh man. Kid, we at the end of this show, man. We over an hour and stuff going on, man. And oh shoot. I've enjoyed myself. And you folks out there who watching this show, not just comment, subscribe. Put your name down there. If you don't do nothing but just, hey, we're gonna subscribe to the channel. If you don't do anything else but subscribe
like
to the
and
channel.
subscribe, people,
That's it.
because we
Like
know
and
you
subscribe.
listening.
Yeah, and you put along with your comments, put subscribe. Even if you don't like the show and you want to say something nasty about it, subscribe. we want to stay on the air. We want you to sit down there and look at us. And if you don't like what we're doing, we want to continue to not like what we're doing.
Because we're going to say what we want to say.
Yes, sir. And if hey, everybody got an opinion, just like assholes.
There you go. There you go. And you can write your opinion too.
Write your opinion. Then they're gonna put it down there. We okay with that. Okay, people. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.